They never tried to be polite. They never tried to be educational. They didn't care if you learned something. They cared if you laughed. Hard. Looney Tunes didn't follow rules. They broke them, rewrote them, then blew them up. Bugs Bunny outsmarted everyone. Daffy Duck lost his mind every episode. And Wile E. Coyote kept chasing a dream that would never come true. These weren't just cartoons. They were controlled chaos. But today, there are no new theatrical shorts. No hand-drawn madness. No orchestra-driven slapstick. Only reruns. Edits. And silence. So what really happened? Why did Looney Tunes, one of the most influential cartoon franchises in history, slowly stop making the kind of cartoons that defined childhoods across generations? This is the story of where Looney Tunes came from, how it conquered animation, and why it faded away, not with a bang, but quietly. Beat drop. Warner Brothers logo glitches and fades. Looney Tunes was born in 1930, during the wild early days of animation. Back then, cartoons weren't respected. They were experiments. Cheap entertainment played before movies. Warner Brothers entered animation not to make art, but to promote music from its massive sound catalog. That's why early shorts were loud, fast, musical, and chaotic. But something unexpected happened. While Disney focused on clean animation, emotional storytelling, cute characters, Warner Brothers did the opposite. They leaned into sarcasm, absurd violence, speed, adult humor,
IP freely?
breaking the fourth wall. Then came the revolutionaries. Tex Avery, the master of insanity, for his thrilling, timing genius. Chuck Jones, character psychology king. They didn't want characters to be lovable. They wanted them to be funny. That philosophy gave birth to Bugs Bunny's confidence, Daffy Duck's jealousy, Porky Pig's nervous charm. Looney Tunes wasn't made for children. It was made for anyone who liked comedy. This was the era when Looney Tunes became legendary. Every short was treated like a mini-movie. Behind the scenes, animators worked for months on a single 6 to 7 minute cartoon. Each frame was hand-drawn. Music was recorded with full orchestras. Jokes were timed down to milliseconds. Chuck Jones once said, "A cartoon is 70% timing," and they perfected it. This era gave us Bugs Bunny versus everyone, Daffy Duck's descent into madness, the perfectly structured Roadrunner rules, Marvin the Martian, Yosemite Sam. These cartoons were violent, smart, satirical, sometimes dark, and adults loved them just as much as kids. Looney Tunes wasn't competing with cartoons. It was competing with live-action comedy, and it was winning. What made Looney Tunes unforgettable wasn't just the animation. It was psychology. Each character represented something deeply human. Rabbit-faced Bugs Bunny, the trickster god. Bugs Bunny wasn't strong. He wasn't loud. He was smarter. Bugs represented confidence. He never attacked first, outsmarting authority. He only responded and always won. That's why adults loved him. Bugs Bunny wasn't a hero. He was a rebel. Daffy Duck was insecurity personified. He wanted fame, attention, respect. But his ego ruined everything. The more desperate Daffy became, the funnier it got. Daffy wasn't evil. He was us, when jealousy takes control. Wile E. Coyote is one of the saddest characters ever created. He never speaks. He never wins. But he never stops trying. He represents obsession, hope, failure, persistence. Every fall hurts. And yet, next episode, he's back. That's art. Looney Tunes characters weren't cartoons. They were human flaws turned into comedy. Here's something most people don't realize. Looney Tunes comedy wouldn't work without music. Every hit, every fall, every explosion, timed to orchestral perfection. Composers like Carl Stalling treated cartoons like symphonies. Music wasn't background. It was storytelling. Modern cartoons removed orchestras to save money, and something powerful was lost.
Let's see the new
In the
render.
golden era, animators had freedom. Later, executives took control. Studios began asking, is this safe? Is this marketable? Will parents complain? Creativity was replaced with risk management. Looney Tunes cannot exist under fear. Chaos needs freedom. Then came television, and television demanded quantity over quality. Studios asked, why spend months on one cartoon when TV needs dozens every season? Movie theaters stopped playing shorts. Budgets disappeared. In 1963, Warner Brothers shut down its original animation studio. The legends left. The system collapsed. Looney Tunes was forced to adapt to TV rules. Cheaper animation, reused frames, slower pacing, simpler jokes. The magic formula was gone. What once felt explosive now felt restrained. As decades passed, another problem emerged. The world changed. Classic Looney Tunes contained wartime propaganda, racial caricatures, extreme cartoon violence, adult sarcasm. What was once normal became controversial. Networks reacted by cutting scenes, editing jokes, banning entire shorts. Some episodes vanished completely. Warner Brothers faced a dilemma: fix the past or hide it. They chose safety, and safety is the enemy of Looney Tunes.
Modern reboots bring these timeless characters to a new generation.
Reboots try to modernize Looney Tunes, but modernization stripped away its identity. The originals were mean, fast, risky. The new versions became safe, soft, explanatory. Looney Tunes was never meant to teach morals. It was meant to explode logic. Without that, it felt hollow. Classic Looney Tunes died because the industry no longer supports slow creativity, artistic risk, expensive craftsmanship. Algorithms replaced animators. Deadlines replaced passion. Rather than destroy the legacy, they let it rest. Today's audiences consume content differently. Short attention spans, algorithm-driven humor, instant gratification. Looney Tunes required patience, build up, timing. It wasn't fast dopamine. It was crafted comedy. That kind of content struggles today. Let's be honest, classic Looney Tunes would be canceled, edited, attacked online. Not because it was evil, but because it was fearless. It mocked authority. It ignored rules. It offended everyone equally. That freedom no longer exists.
Toughest, ain't I, Chair?
Looney Tunes belongs to a time when artists trusted instincts. Studios trusted creators. Laughter wasn't filtered. It didn't disappear. It became history. And history doesn't age. It echoes. Every meme, every slapstick joke, every animated fall. Somewhere, a coyote still falls, a duck still screams, and a rabbit still smiles. And what's up, Doc? Fade out. Soft orchestra.